Hey, welcome today on this amazing day. The market is dumping, but we are alive. So let's get into the news.
Today,
Funds are working well.
The market is dumping, but we are
okay. Let's
live. So let's get into the news today.
Sorry for that. Just wanted to test that the sound working well, and it's working well. So let's share my screen and jump into our favorite bubble chart and see what the crypto market is doing. We see that almost all the altcoins are in red, especially 5, 10, or even 15 or close to 20% like Talcoin, but we see few coins just Quant, OMI, and Leo increasing slightly. And also we saw Bitcoin dumping, Ethereum dumping, and the whole market is really bearish today. This is the second day that we see the market is dumping, and we can ask if this is a capitulation or this is just a whale accumulation. So we will find out at the end of the today live show. We have lots of good amazing news. Bitcoin below 30,000, and also we have some price prediction how Bitcoin will reach 300,000. Let's check our favorite crypto fear and greed index. And yes, it's 19. So in extreme fear, yesterday it was 25, and the previous day 20. So now the crypto and fear index is hovering around 20, and 20 is in extreme fear, and we spent almost 2 months in this territory, and this means that extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a buying opportunity. When investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. So now the market is in extreme fear and almost spent 2 months in this extreme fear. So I think then big whales and smart money is buying up this opportunity. In the same time, just freaking out the average Joes and people who just maybe enter the market at the very top. So let's get into our first news. Bitcoin crashes below 30,000 US dollar, but on-chain data suggests accumulation is brewing. Despite the Bitcoin market slipping below 30,000, on-chain data suggests accumulation may be underway as 1 billion worth of BTC leaves exchanges each month. So 1 billion worth of BTC leaves exchanges each month. And guys, you know that with on-chain metrics, we can get more information what's happening, because the technical analysis just the chart showing what's going on the exchanges. But with on-chain analysis, also you see that what are whales doing, what are miners doing on the OTC market. Miners are selling, miners are keeping their Bitcoins, whales are buying, or whales are dumping, or whales are just accumulating or distributing. So this means that this suggests it may be steadily accumulating BTC. And Glassnode's The Week on Chain report that recently sustained bearish momentum with an average 36,000 Bitcoin worth roughly 1 billion being withdrawn from exchanges monthly. Bitcoin reserves on exchanges as indicating large investors moving BTC into secure storage rather than leaving their coins on exchanges in preparation for selling. So let's make this bigger. So we see the Bitcoin exchange net position change in the red when the outflow from exchanges, the green, the inflow to exchanges, and the gray is the Bitcoin price. So you see that during this huge dump in May, the inflow to exchanges just increased and then reached so high numbers. And now outflow is increasing and it's getting a steady outflow volume week to week, day to day, and month to month. And 36,000 BTC outflow from exchanges. And that means that traders or investors don't want to keep their Bitcoins. They don't want to sell their Bitcoins. That is why they withdrawing their Bitcoins to cold wallets and they want to keep it for a long term. Okay, let's get forward. Roughly 250,000 and 300,000 today. This is the holding. Okay, so the on-chain analyst provider noted that the number of sending entities, unique address clusters associated with selling has fallen by roughly 1/3 from 150,000 to 100,000, while receiving entities addresses linked to accumulation or holding have increased by roughly 20% from 190,000 to 250,000 over the same period. So you see that entities, the receiving entities, so entities that received are increasing and entities who sold are decreasing. Let's check this chart. Yes, the black is the Bitcoin price. The green is the net entities growth altogether, the net creation of, I think, wallets. And the green is number of sending entities. And what's this color? Purple or kind of purple color, that's increasing. So we see that Bitcoin holding entities, the number of Bitcoin holding entities are growing, and in the same time, sending entities who are sending coins and sending coins to exchanges or somewhere else, that it's decreasing, and receiving entities that are getting coins, withdrawing coins are increasing. We have an extremely divided market and one with a likely expansion of volatility just around the corner. So this is quite interesting, and because as we see Bitcoin price dropping, it's on the on-chain data shows that Bitcoin's leaving exchanges, going to cold storages, and also receiving addresses are increasing and sending addresses are decreasing. Our next piece of news, Bitcoin drops below 30,000 for the first time in 4 weeks. Okay, so we see this kind of dump in every month. Last time it was on 22nd of June, and now after 1 month we had the same. The world's largest crypto Bitcoin continues to free fall as it plunged below another crucial support of 30,000. Just check this word, observe this word, free fall, plunged below another crucial support. So all these words are just creating some more fear, more FUD. That is, you should be very careful when you are just reading any media or watching videos, because words are just so interesting. Okay, so Bitcoin dropped below, and yeah, it went the lower level of 28,000, but 20,000 did hold. Okay, so that was a crucial support, and yes, Lark Davis, 20.5% of the total supply of Bitcoin was transacted between 31 and 32,000. That means a lot of BTC could be panic sold if we had lower, which of course ends up having a cascading effect as more panic sellers create more panic sellers. So panic sellers create more panic sellers. That is how it is. Let's check this chart. So this is the on-chain volumes, and we see in which price range how much volume did just traded, and we see that between 31,000 to 34,000 huge volumes, and the next one is 26.5, 23.3, and we see the volumes. So this is the UTX, so realized price distribution, and it means that how big volumes have been traded here. And also we can come here and we can check it on some of these charts. Maybe let's check on this chart, and also if let's make it on a daily. So then you will see that here are these volumes. So you see that the big volumes were traded here also in January and the last 2 months. That is why it's so crucial. The next level would be at around 27,000. The next cluster is around 23 to 24,000 and 19 and 20,000 US dollar. So you can check also the VPVR number of rows with this adjustment, and then also you can see that how these volume clusters can just bring some horizontal levels and horizontal supports to Bitcoin, and in most of the times they are rhyming with Fibonacci levels as well. Okay, so that's the news. Bitcoin under 30,000, but now it seems to be it's just consolidating. 4 crypto experts break down how one of the largest grayscale Bitcoin unlock periods will affect the cryptocurrency market. Guys, so you should know that I made a video, but first let's please like this video, push the like, subscribe, push the bell, notification all, then you will be notified whenever I made a video or we upload a video. And what I wanted to show you that I made a video about the grayscale unlock, and you should definitely watch this video. Here you find this grayscale BTC unlock, pump or dump. So definitely check out this video, and also please like and comment something. So it's very important because this grayscale unlock, it's just the shares, the GBTC, so grayscale Bitcoin shares that were created, that will be unlocked. And as we come here to this whitecharts.com, and we want to check this, but I don't know why other data not showing here. But we see that we have a premium and a discount. So there is a net asset value when they are issuing the shares, and it's equal to the spot Bitcoin price at that time. And also these GBTC shares are traded with premium, 30%, 40% premium, and also a discount. And you see the last few months it was traded at a discount. And also if we come here, we see that yesterday and today are the major unlocks, and we see that the discount is just dropped a little bit. So not increased, but dropped. And investors and Grayscale not going to redeem these shares to Bitcoin, but these shares will be traded on discount, and investors might can decide that they want to purchase GBT shares instead of real Bitcoin, because they can purchase with 13, 12, or maybe 15% discount, and that makes no selling pressure on Bitcoin, but also there is no buying pressure because these investors are rather purchasing GBTC shares with premium. Okay. And also I want to show you that let's check the GBTC share. You will find this nice chart, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So this is the GBTC share traded, and you will see that there are different levels. So if we are comparing to Bitcoin, then GBTC shares, the premium was so high at when Bitcoin topped out at 20,000 in 2017 bull market, and also just increased a small percentage from that. So from the previous all-time high, it increased, or just let me check this because somehow it's okay. Then now it will be better. Okay, so let's draw from here to here. And we see that was just 100% increase, but Bitcoin from 20,000 to 65,000, that was a 3 times increase. But because the premium was so high in 2017, that the GBTC price share has not increased as much as Bitcoin increased, just doubled. And now we see that GBTC share price came back down to this previous all-time high of GBTC shares. And now the next consolidation level would be at 16.3. So if the GBTC price would come down to these levels, let's measure this from here to, let's say here, that would mean 30% drop and 30% drop in in premium. So as we have seen here, that was a premium 30% and also discount 15-20%. And if the GBTC share price would drop further, then it would cause more discount. Okay, so let's check that what they are talking about. So this is the biggest unlock. We already talked about it. Check that video. JP Morgan anticipates the lockup expiration will cause downward pressure on Bitcoin price. So all these news and all these predictions wanna create some FUD and wanna people be afraid and selling their Bitcoins. And these big institutions are ready to buying up. Other crypto experts say the haughty anticipated lockup expiration may not create as much volatility as expected. So I share this opinion, and also yes, almost you can check that video. And but almost we are over with this grayscale unlock. So I think we can just look out. And I also think that the Bitcoin and crypto prices falling because the market is in a negative sentiment, because the rising, because the strengthening US dollar, and also the falling stock market and other markets like commodity markets also dropping. The next piece of news: Bitcoin mining difficulty drops for fourth time in a row. So mining difficulty is falling down, and we see a huge drop. And yeah, so that was a huge drop in May, end of May, in June, and also we see this massive drop to 2018 on July 1st, and now also dropping further, but as price also dropping maybe somehow because the difficulty, but it will be in equilibrium with time, so no worry about the mining difficulty drop. Interesting news from Tennessee. Tennessee major calls Bitcoin in the only fix for inflation, announces new strategy to embrace BTC. So guys, we see that more and more cities like Miami, Wyoming, states, New York, Texas, and now Tennessee coming out and they embracing Bitcoin. They are accepting Bitcoin and they are doing something with Bitcoin. They want to use Bitcoin against inflation, hedging against inflation, and so and so. So Major Scott Conger concerned about the rapid rise of inflation in the country as he offers a way out of the US dollars deteriorating value. There are some strange words that, guys, I hope you understand it first. But okay, so that means inflation reached 5.4% in June and it's rising. Why do we accept inflation? Why don't we demand more from our federal government? Because they are printing more and more money that will cause higher inflation. 6.3% in 2 years, 173% in my lifetime. Every year, our dollar is worth less. There is no rebound. There is only one fix for this, Bitcoin. Okay, so our blockchain task force is looking into how the city of Jackson, Tennessee can accept property tax payments in Bitcoin and allow our employees to DCA dollar cost average in Bitcoin. So this DCA means that employees also can just ask for salaries paid in Bitcoin. Local government will lead the way in Bitcoin adoption and along with it, usher in a new industrial revolution with sustainable economies that will help close the wealth gap. Okay, so they want to use Bitcoin to close the wealth gap. Nice. Crypto experts see Bitcoin replacing fiat money in 20 years. This is also great, guys. So one part, there is a dump and everybody panicking and panic selling and leaving the market. And then on the other hand, we have a long-term vision and we see where this market is going. And we always overestimate the short-term predictions and short-term price and underestimate the long terms, and not just the price, but what can be developed from a thing. Okay, so this is a hyper Bitcoinization to take place by 2014. And in 2014, so there was a research, a survey platform by platform finder.com. Half of the respondents believe Bitcoin will surpass fiat money or central bank issued currencies by 2014. So check out the yesterday video. That was lots of news about the CBDC, central bank digital currencies. And this survey is stating that by 2014, Bitcoin will replace also the central bank issued digital currencies. Nice. Okay, also 42 cryptocurrency experts participated in this panel. And yeah. Okay, so there is a hyper Bitcoinization within the next 20 years. 1/3 of participants believe the event will occur before 2035, while 44% predict that Bitcoin will never become the dominant form of global finance. So it's quite divided. Okay, a whopping 93% expects the green energy debate will continue to hurt Bitcoin, with 41% believing that energy consumption will significantly impact the price. So there is no issue with this. So that's for sure that Bitcoin will be more greener and greener. Okay, the next piece of news. from Grayscale. Grayscale sets sights on institutional DeFi fund. So Grayscale is establishing a DeFi fund for institutional investors. Grayscale Investments is set to float a fund targeting blue chip assets in decentralized finance space. Michael Zollstein has announced a new investment vehicle for the firm targeted at decentralized finance DeFi assets. Okay, so we know that most of the DeFi projects are running Ethereum. So that's for sure that also Ethereum will benefit if Grayscale will create these funds for DeFi tokens. And I think I have seen that which projects will include it, but let's say Zonation announced, maybe we will get this here. Okay, just announced, but no, it's just a video, but let's see. DeFi assets come up in the conversation. Okay, guys, so I will check it out, but I already checked out. So Aave, Compound, Bancor, Maker, Uniswap, Link, Synthetics, and I think almost all these assets will be included, but I will check it out now. I couldn't find it. Our next piece of news, Binance burst almost 400 million worth of BNB tokens. So destroyed 400 million worth of BNB in its 16th quarterly token burn event, but the markets don't seem to care. So Binance is 4 years old, and this is the 16th quarterly token burn, and they burned almost 400 million tokens. And let's see that, okay, Binance has pledged to burn 20% of the exchange's profits every quarter, with the latest burn suggesting the exchange could have profited by $2 billion US during the second quarter of 2021. So guys, this is huge. So the Binance profit was $2 billion US in the second quarter of 2021, and they burned the 20%, the 400 million US dollar. Okay, so 600 million worth of BNB having been destroyed in March. That means in Q1, Binance profit was around 3 billion US dollar. Okay. So BNB price hasn't changed too much because this, and also we know that some regulatory war is going on against Binance by UK, Germany, Ontario, and Hong Kong, and a few other countries. But I think Binance will solve all the issue, and maybe also there is a rumor that some employees left Binance and went to crypto.com, and that is why also they are just attacking Binance, but this is just a rumor, nothing else. Okay, so that was the news about. We also talked about yesterday that Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary, nothing will replace Bitcoin, and here is an exclusive interview. And Kevin O'Leary recently allocated 3% of his portfolio in BTC. So we talked about yesterday, just check it out, but we have other interesting things that I want to show you. So what's going on, and a large part of the world, and this has to stop if you want institutions. The reason we got to solve the environmental friendly Bitcoin, if the institutions come in, the price of Bitcoin is going to quadruple, and that's what we all want. When ESG, so environment, social, government issues on Bitcoin mining will get solved, which I think it will be, we will see happen in a large amount of $1 trillion worth of managed money institutional coming into Bitcoin, coming into buying the assets. So that's huge. I will leave it open and also check out it tomorrow as well. Crypto experts predict Bitcoin price rising to 118,470. So it's a really accurate price prediction. I would say, let's say 300,000, but I don't know why it's so important to have this accurate number by December 2025. And the most bullish expert believes that the price of the cryptocurrency will reach 160,000 by the end of the year, so this year. Meanwhile, 54% of them think that hyper-Bitcoinization will happen by 2050. So also maybe the same report or the same survey they are talking about. Comparison, Finder. So this is also the Finder survey. While there may be some medium-term price depreciation, the panel predicts that by December 2025, the price of BTC will go up to this 300,000 certain number level. But this is hard because I think that maybe this is the average of the survey, and that is why we have this exact number, but this is almost 300,000. Okay, let's see. Adoption by corporations and institutional investors paired with a loose monetary policy and high assets inflation will propel Bitcoin to six figures before the end of this year. The next halving cycle will see increased adoption of Bitcoin as a legal tender by developing countries, and until 2030, Bitcoin will have replaced gold as a global reserve asset. So that's huge, guys, because if Bitcoin will replace gold as a global reserve asset and reaching at least the gold's market cap at around $10 billion US, that will result $500 million US Bitcoin price. Halving events and inflation along the way to 2025 and 2030 will likely trigger the larger upside moves. Prices are likely to be continuously driven by supply and demand, less availability for a wider group of users. Nice. The next piece of news. Spike Lee directs old monies out, new monies in, commercial for cryptocurrency ETMs. I will show it to you because it's really high quality and like it. Digital currency is viable for not just people of color, but anybody who has been historically excluded from traditional financial systems. Okay, the piece makes a simple but bold statement. Old money is out, new money is in. And let's check this. I hope the sounds will working well.
Our currency is not current. Old money, as rich as it looks, is flat out broke. Don't believe me? I got receipts. We call it green, but it's only white. Where's the women, the black folks, and the people of color? Native Americans got a nickel. A nickel! People don't even stop and pick up a nickel off the side. 7 million Americans have no bank account. 20 million underbanked. Old money's not gonna pick us up. It pushes us down, exploits, systematic oppressions. But new money is positive, inclusive, you don't have to wear no fancy lace, fluid, strong, culturally rich, where status is anything but status quo. Do your own research. The Digital rebellion is here. Old money's out. New money is in.
So that's a commercial, but you should understand that what is the main message, that old money is out, new money is in. And also that was the news that Bitcoin will replace fiat, and all this news that it's really, really important that crypto experts see Bitcoin replacing fiat money in 20 years. So we are going in the right direction, money in the right direction. This is what we are also doing at CorionX. Okay, let's go our next news. Pontem use Polkadot connect Diem DeFi. Okay, so Polkadot and Diem, and you know Diem is the Facebook's coin. Pontem advances plans to be Diem's Polkadot-based testnet through a new partnership with node infrastructure provided Pink Node. So Pink Node is a project on Polkadot, and Diem is the Facebook's stablecoin that they are going to launch soon. Pontem partners with Polkadot node provider to finalize experimental test network for Facebook's Diem blockchain. The partnerships with Pink Node means the Pontem team can deploy nodes on Kusama, Polkadot's Canary network. Pontem aims to have Diem introduce new features by testing them in the Polkadot ecosystem. And guys, this is important, connect Diem and DeFi. So also Facebook is working on to provide stablecoin, payments, and DeFi. Nice. Okay, so that happened last week, but there was a news that just I missed this news. 5 million Ethereum lost in Thorchain exploit. So we really like Rune. So the coin is Rune behind the Thorchain project. An attacker discovered a vulnerability in Thorchain's chaos net last night. It's been estimated that they took around $5 million US. And yeah, so this is sad, but this shit used to happen sometimes with smart contracts and other things. Even if they are audited, it can happen. But Thorchain tapping treasury to repay 5 million in Ethereum after attack. An attack on Thorchain scorched its Ethereum liquidity providers. The Thorchain team says the protocol's treasury will cover affected users, so they will just pay the bank the lost funds. The next piece of news. Last week, there was a news that Twitter CEOs, Jack Dorsey and Square, bringing DeFi developments on Bitcoin. And now here is the news that Aave founder hints at developing Twitter on Ethereum. So it's really funny. They are developing DeFi on Bitcoin, but now Aave is developing Twitter on Ethereum. So that's a really nice news. Aave founder Stanley Kulechov told his 90,000 Twitter followers on Saturday that his protocol should build Twitter on Ethereum after Jack Dorsey said he was developing a new Bitcoin BTC-centric financial service platform with striking similarities to Aave. Okay, so we'll see. I think that's this kind of competition is really useful to get real dApps and decentralized social media and decentralized applications on Bitcoin and all these nice things. That was the news also last week that Binance says it will What's this? Binance says it will no longer offer trading of stock tokens. You know, guys, there were few stock tokens on Binance like Tesla, maybe Apple, and Coinbase stocks, tokenized versions of this. But because this regulatory war, Binance decided to remove this because maybe this can just break some regulations in certain countries, and now they will remove it. The next piece of news: surging Ethereum NFT game Axie Infinity plots X esports push. Amidst recent 500% gains in token price and marketplace volume, alike Axie Infinity is looking to find tournaments. Okay, so Axie Infinity plans to support monster battling esports competitions. Okay, so that if you like this kind of games, you should definitely try it out. But also I will show you something before going forward to the charts. The next piece of news: Malaysia flattens sized Bitcoin mining rigs with steamroller, over 1,000 machines demolished. Okay, so they destroyed 1,000 Bitcoin mining machines after they were seized for illegally mining the cryptocurrency using stolen electricity. The mining machines, worth about 1.2 million US dollar, were steamrolled in the Malaysian city of Miri, and 8 people have been arrested so far. Okay, guys, so understand that these guys did some criminal activity, stealing electricity and mining Bitcoin and not paying taxes and not paying electricity bills. But why these stupid things that you should destroy these mining machines? Why you are not giving out to people for free and just listing these people and then letting them making some money, making some revenue with these machines? And also they would pay the electricity bills, and also they would pay taxes after the profit and revenue they made. So I find it this is a really stupid thing. So I don't know why they haven't give out these machines to people, or to maybe poor people or entrepreneurs or whatever, and making some taxes out of it. So a little bit insane for me. The next piece of news: Vietnam plans to pilot CBDC through state banks. So yesterday we got lots of news that 80 countries, so 80 countries are working on CBDC, so central bank digital currency, national digital currencies, and we see that this Vietnam is also working on that, and they will do eKYC system and all other stuff. So we will see how it will just acting. Yeah, so we have other news that how Bitcoin will hit 1 million US dollar, but I think that would be too much for now. And also because this dump, and then maybe that was lots of news. So we will come back and also talking through why the 1 billion BTC price is in the cards. So let's check what we see on the markets. So we check this GBTC. So now you see, and you can also check this GBTC for yourself. And if we are checking the Bitcoin price, that we will see that yes, the next big levels would be some levels what we already talked about, but the major level would be the 20,000, the previous all-time high, and also these clusters at 90,000. But as I told you, I don't think that this is a capitulation. I don't think that how whales are accumulating. And yes, Bitcoin can drop further, but until this 28,800 is not broken, that I think that is a chance that Bitcoin will keep these levels. And also we've seen previously that Bitcoin sometimes just dropped back and made some hourly or 4-hourly candles in this region. And now it's also doing the same, but after recovering, now it seems to be that Bitcoin dropped out from this falling wedge, and then it would just give us a price target, let's say. So it would give us almost, I think, the same price target that this symmetrical triangle that also broke down. So it looks bearish. Bitcoin is a downtrend, but we have some horizontal levels here, and Bitcoin bounced several times on these horizontal levels. But until Bitcoin is not coming back to 32,000 or 34,000, then we are in a downtrend. Maybe we will see some consolidation testing back 30,000, but for now, this 28,800 is not a much convincing sign that Bitcoin is strong and will turn from here. So I think this bearish momentum will continue, and also it will reach this point, but also can continue and go lower from here. And we'll see if we will reach these levels, at least here at 26,000. Okay, guys, Ethereum seems to be a little bit stronger after a big sell-off, and now it's just recovering a little bit. But Ethereum went down to 1,720, and now coming back to close to 1,800. And as we see, also Bitcoin against Ethereum. So Ethereum Bitcoin pair just forming this descending triangle, and the Ethereum price is moving in this. So this can also break down or break up. And yeah, let's check what's happening with the Bitcoin shorts. So Bitcoin shorts just coming down. So that can be a sign that maybe the shorts will be closed as the Bitcoin price dropped. And now that would mean that with the shorts, that bulls can come back and just push the price a little bit higher. So we've seen this several times in the previous weeks. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, hope you liked. Please smash the like, subscribe, push the bell, notification all, and follow CorionX. Join our farm, come and play with our token, learn how to use crypto, and also follow our daily crypto news and technical analysis to learn more about the industry and take benefits as a blockchain and crypto enthusiastic. So, guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here.